No. No! Stop attacking my face! Touch my wrinkles, baby!
The internet is weird, right? You know, sometimes I think we forget just how young the internet is. The internet wasn't available to the general public until 1993, which was a measly 27 years ago. For reference, the first production cars hit the market in 1886, 135 years ago. And just in the past 10 years, we've still seen incredible progress with cars becoming faster, safer, more efficient, and cheaper. Okay, so maybe not cheaper right now, but cheaper recently in general. I think a neat way to look at it is like this. So far, only Gen Z has been raised on the internet, and quite uniquely, me being a millennial means I'll probably be in the last generation of humanity to not be raised with direct access to the internet for our entire lives, which is really trippy when you think of it in a big picture kind of sense. My overall point is this: the internet is very young, and with things that are young, it is far from fully developed. Just 10 years ago, it was extremely dangerous to go on the internet without antivirus. You go to the second page of Google and you were basically f***ed. Now, it's not all that uncommon to go online without antivirus. Really, these days, in order to get a virus, you either need to be really bad at the internet, doing something you really shouldn't have been doing in the first place, or being directly targeted, which is a great thing. Less viruses and a safer internet allows people to be more confident into going to new sites or stores, sparking business and trust, and just a better overall experience on the internet. This was a necessary change the internet had to go through and develop. And with VTubers, I believe that they mark another major change in how the internet is going to be operated in the future. To explain why, we've got to talk about something a bit dangerous here for a second. God, I'm gonna really need to walk on some eggshells here, but let's try and have a civilized conversation about cancel culture. For legal reasons, I won't be using any real examples because this is an area of the internet I really want to keep my nose out of for obvious reasons. Cancel culture is fucking scary. Now, do I think certain people deserve to be canceled? Well, yeah, of course. Frickin' Nazis exist, so I feel like that should be obvious. My fear is how cancel culture can, and in some cases, has been abused. One of the main offenders is goon squads going after people before facts are out, and putting them through incomprehensible amounts of public shaming when they very well may just be innocent and an easy target.
I have a question.
Matt, are you saying that happens often? No.
Matt, can you give us a specific example?
Good try, but hell no. But what I will say is that we are all humans, and as humans, we are not mentally able to handle that amount of public shaming unless you're a genuine sociopath. Our ape brains are not built for the internet. The internet connects us to not millions, but billions of other people. A few more than our ancestral tribes that had about 100. So needless to say, that scale of public shaming can sometimes be super unbalanced compared to the offense, assuming there was an offense in the first place.
Is it true that you want Mount Lady to crush your head between her thighs?
So Manime, are you saying cancel culture can do good but also can be weaponized and used for situations where it's not necessary, causing unnecessary trauma? Hey, stop asking leading questions. But yeah, actually that's about right. But luckily, when something is too hard for us humans to cope with, we come up with a way to handle it. Enter the world of VTubers. VTubers are pretty unique because, as per usual, they are internet influencers. However, there is a noticeable difference between, let's say, Miyune and myself. You guys know what I look like, what my first name is, probably the city I live in, and probably a lot more if you really tried. I can't believe I have to say this, but please, this is just a bit. I really like my privacy. Don't look me up. But Miyune is different. She's anonymous. You don't know her name, you don't know what she looks like. Hell, we don't even really know what country she might be living in. So usually, at least when I was coming up as an influencer, one of the things you learn is that people like a face, a person, someone they can get attached to. It was told to me more times than I can remember that lying about how you look and putting on a fake character was a surefire way to fail. And it's funny because now we know all of that is wrong. VTubers are huge, and they broke all of the general conventions of being internet influencers. They are literally anonymous influencers with all the benefits of traditional influencers with significantly less risk. It's freaking genius. Anonymity is fantastic. I mean, if I had a good enough personality mixed with my already sexy voice, I could totally pull off a sexy anime boy who just can't focus on girls right now. But she's so beautiful and talented, and you will fall for every word I say as long as that camera stays off. Wait, is that on? Jesse, turn off the goddamn camera! So am I saying the future of internet influencers are VTubers? No, actually I'm not. The future of the internet as a whole, in my opinion, will turn to being VTubers, not just influencers. Now, right now, VTubers are strictly anime. But I do think there will be a time where VTubers will bridge that gap and realize that models don't have to be anime characters. I think the best example of what I mean is Excel World, a show in the future where online everyone is anonymous, and instead of just being themselves, they are these avatars. Obviously, a lot of them are anime characters, but the main character is just a pig. Personally, I think I would go with Thomas the Tank Engine. I mean, we already see a primitive form of this being implemented in games like VR chat. Granted, most people don't stick to a model in VR chat, and weirdly enough, that's kind of the point. Being able to shift between characters means that if you ever want to disassociate with that clique of people, character, or personality, you can, to an extent. I do want to be clear, I'm not trying to say the future of the internet is complete anonymity, but more protection of one's anonymity. In other words, you aren't free to be a complete monster on the internet. If you are, that will lead to you being targeted and your anonymity being revoked through cancel culture. A good metaphor for what I'm talking about is like installing a big lock on your front door. The point isn't to stop the burglars, it's simply there to deter them and make it more effort to rob you than it's worth. But if you make yourself a big enough target, no amount of locks will keep you protected. My point is that it won't make canceling go away, but it'll definitely add a barrier to entry that will, hopefully, make people target those who are definitely worthwhile. To further back up my point as to why I think the internet is going down this route, look no further than the recent explosion of cryptocurrency. Even if it is going down at the current moment, there is no denying the amount of growth it's seen over the past 10 years. And anonymity is the whole point of cryptocurrency, basically creating value through decentralizing currency. Soon, you will be able to be online as a VTuber being completely anonymous, and then buy something off of Amazon with your Dogecoin with complete anonymity. Just rock a VPN in the Onion browser and boom! Congratulations, you're a full-fledged anime terrorist. On a more serious note, the internet is still evolving. I would argue that we aren't even at like the teenage years of the internet. There are still many problems that need to be solved, like net neutrality, global Wi-Fi, and maybe even just some decent freaking upload speed every once in a while. VTubers are just one of the many adaptations that will change how we run the internet. Being able to be a personality on the internet with significantly less risk to one's private life. Basically, I'm kind of jealous. Because although it's debatable as to which path is harder to pursue, it's clear that overall, being an anonymous influencer definitely has way more benefits. I mean, I could have been a sexy anime boy, but I just joined the game a bit too soon. Since I'm kind of already out there on the internet, face and all. God damn it, Jess! Hey guys, so much for watching this video. I just wanted to talk about VTubers and how cool they are and how interesting that the whole situation is. Fun fact, I actually came up with this video idea on Twitch while I was just shooting the shit and just chatting. So if you guys want to join over to my Twitch, please come over at twitch.tv/ManimeMatt. I'm trying to make it big on Twitch as an internet influencer over there as well. Also, our Discord is up and running. It's pretty fun to come hang out in, so if you guys want to join that, I'll have a link to that in the description. Either way, huge thank you to my patrons. You guys are my heroes. Please make sure you guys share, like, comment, and subscribe. This is Manime Matt. Make sure you guys stay man and go watch that goddamned anime.